Hi everybody. Happy New Year to everyone. I hope you all had a nice holiday season. I took a couple weeks off from making videos just because, like most people, I had a lot going on around the holidays and just thought I would step away and reset for a couple weeks, but I am back with another video for week 18 of the NFL season. There are not too many games this week that really mean all that much. Most teams have either already been eliminated from playoff contention or have their seeding locked up. There is one game that has huge implications, and that is the Sunday night game between the Lions and the Vikings. And if you've been following me all year, you know that that has big implications for me as well, because I bet on the Lions to win the NFC North at the beginning of the year. And it all comes down to this game. The winner will not only win the NFC North, but will get the number one seed and a first round bye in the playoffs, and the loser will get a wild card spot and have to play on the road wild card weekend. So, a lot at stake for these teams. I will be watching with great interest to see if I cash in my 2-unit bet at plus 130 for a payout of 2.6 units. There are a couple other games that have some meaning to some teams. I know the Ravens have to win to lock up the AFC North, and I think the Steelers can still win if they beat the Bengals and the Ravens lose, and the Bengals also are going to have to win and get some help if they want to get in the playoffs at all. I think the Broncos will be in if they win, and I'm pretty sure the Dolphins have an outside chance to get in somehow as well. So a few things still hang in the balance. I think the NFC South is still up for grabs between the Buccaneers and the Falcons. As I've said before, I don't love betting Week 18 normally, just because it almost mimics a preseason week. A lot of second-string guys come into play. A lot of teams are already mentally on the golf course for the off-season, and it's just kind of a crapshoot, for lack of a better term. But I will be watching, as I've said, the SNF game with great interest, and I'm going to also add a little more juice to it with one player prop that I'll talk about in a second. But first, I'm going to show my year in review here. I track my bets on a little spreadsheet here. My futures bets up top. I have these in yellow, although most of them are pretty much already confirmed losses. The one that hit already was the Commanders over 6.5 wins, so I cashed that for 1.7 units earlier this year. And the Lions won for 2 units, still hangs in the balance. We've also got my mid-season Super Bowl prediction of through each and every week, but looking at a glance here, the green lines are bets that I hit, and the red are bets that did not hit. So you can see that at the end of the year, I hit a little bit of a skid with a little more red than I like to see. Currently, my week-to-week bets have lost me 1.57 units, and my futures bets have won me the 1.7 units. So as it stands now, I am up 0.13 units. So basically breaking even. And, about 3 units worth of futures bets are going to be losses. So I really do need this Lions bet to hit, and it would be great to hit my player prop as well to creep me over the line to the black heading into the playoffs. And so I will jump right into my player prop, and it is Tim Patrick, anytime touchdown scorer, at plus 280, and I'm gonna go for it with a whole unit to win 2.8 units if Tim Patrick can score a touchdown for Detroit. He is basically their third wide receiver behind Amon-Ra St. Brown and Jameson Williams. Their tight end, Sam Laporta, who won me an anytime touchdown bet earlier this year, is also a big pass-catching weapon. So, Tim Patrick is not a guy who grabs a lot of catches most games. However, I think in a highly contested game like this, the Vikings' defensive plan has got to be shut down Amon-Ra St. Brown and make Jared Goff beat you with his second and third receivers. And I think it's a big opportunity for Tim Patrick to potentially grab a touchdown. He had a 2-touchdown game a couple weeks ago, and then followed up with another touchdown in the following game, I think. And in the last couple weeks, he's been quiet. So I just think, he's due to get more involved in the game plan. It's a big opportunity for him in the Lions' biggest game of the year. And at plus 280, I think it's pretty good value to place a unit down on him to get a touchdown. So, fingers crossed. Go Lions. Go Tim Patrick. And hopefully we get some good football action to close out the regular season. One other thing I want to note is that my Los Angeles Rams to win the division bet hit last week. So that paid off 2.9 units. That was a big windfall for me to help keep my regular season potentially profitable. So just wanted to take a quick moment to gloat about that. But I hope everybody enjoys the games this weekend. Thank you, as always, to everybody who's watched my videos, to my new subscribers, and I will be back throughout the playoffs with some more NFL content, and I also may try to squeeze in another politics video at some point in the next few weeks as well. So, thanks again, everybody, and you will hear from me soon. Take care. Bye-bye.